Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all doing well, and welcome back to Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era. Today we're going to be taking a look at the arena format, which is very, very similar to drafting Magic. So for example, if you're playing Magic in paper, or on Arena or whatever, you're just doing a draft, you're going to be opening your first pack, you're going to be picking out some good cards, kind of planning how you're going to be developing your deck and your strategy. Then you go to pack 2. And your picks in pack 2 are going to be based on what you did in pack 1, and so same goes for pack 3, obviously, right? So this is very, very similar, and honestly, it's a very quick format. Maybe you don't have time to sit down and, grind a big open map and do the big build-up and the exploration and prepare for a final battle. You just want to get in there and have that Might and Magic battlefield experience. Well, this is ideal for that. So you, of course, have Classical in this game. Classical, like I said, you go around, you explore the map, you gather resources, you build up your base. And there are a couple of variants of this now. You do, of course, have the Capture the Capital. You have the duel format, which at the end of a month on the map, you're going to be dueling your opponent's hero, which I love. I hands down think that's my favorite of all of them. And then you do have single hero as another mode as well, which is great. And, I was never a big fan of juggling heroes around and cleaning the map out in that way. I like to have one hero who's your avatar, your representative him. But anyways, that's a rant for another day. So now we're going to be looking at the arena format. Now, this format is awesome, and much like Magic drafting, you're going to be drafting your hero, you're going to be drafting your items that you're going to be gearing up your hero with, which is going to contour what you do later in terms of picking your units and your spells, and then you duel, obviously, at some point, it's going to be another player, but in this demo today, we're just going to be dueling the dreaded AI. So as we load into Arena here, we're going to be firing this bad boy off, and let us go ahead and see what's cooking. So, first things first, you get your 3 heroes. So we have Artorias Veritas, we have Zenith, and then we do have Ice Queen Helgat. So obviously you have an undead hero, you have a faction a hero from the Schism, and I believe this one's from the Temple. Regardless, you're going to be drafting units from every single faction. So it's not like if you pick one of these characters, you're going to be stuck to just undead units, etc., etc. So you can kind of mix and match units from different factions to synergize together. Or, if you want to stay, you can pick mostly units from your faction, but let's break it down. So we do have Artorias. He has the Masterful Berserk ability, which is honestly an insanely powerful ability. He's a combat character, so you can see here by the cross swords, and then the circle with a dot in the middle is going to be a caster character. So the combat characters are going to be focusing more on attack and defense, whereas the caster characters are going to be more focused on knowledge and spell power. So you can still get items that, of course, complement your spell power and knowledge with these characters. But we're going to be going for this playthrough with Artorias. He has the Berserk ability, which I really like what it brings to the table. Plus, I want to play a combat character. The other options, of course, would be this character here, which buffs up Lightweavers, which I'm not a big fan of. Something that I think would be good feedback is, I don't know if it's already the case and I just haven't noticed it, but there's a lot of heroes that you get in this draft format that give a buff, for example, to a certain unit type. Now, if you are guaranteed to be able to draft some units of that type, it was one of your random selections that pops up, then I think that would be better. But otherwise, just taking heroes that have neutral agnostic abilities that don't care about certain unit types is better. And she's pretty good too. Ice Queen Helgat here. So creatures in your army take minus 10% basic attack damage, and even more so for additional hero levels. She's really good. If you want to go for a defense build and go just hardcore defense, get the defender trait and a bunch of items that give you defense, and then you can stack that with her Heart of Ice ability, very, very good. But Artorias, he's big pimpin', and he is going to be giving us the Masterful Berserk. So now we're going to be drafting skills. So this is quite fun. You get to kind of customize your character. So let's see here. We have the option of Battlecraft. We have Luck. Now, you'll notice this little icon above. These characters have a master class. He's a Death Knight class. So if we get expert rank in 5 different skills that have the icon above it that match this one, we can get Harbinger of Doom. Enemy creatures in battle have minimum possible luck and always have an unlucky strike when attacking. It's very good, and all enemies always have minimum morale. So it's good, but I don't know if it's even possible to do it in the draft format, but it's just something to point out when you're playing on the map. It's incredibly good. So luck is pretty strong, though. Sorcery is going to be more, I think we're going to go more, we're just going to be casting Berserk every turn anyway, so I don't think we need sorcery. When a creature waits in battle, they gain 30% attack until the end of the round. This is very, very good against the AI, but so too is advanced luck. Luck here, let's go ahead and go with the Battlecraft. So friendly creatures deal 10% damage and that's really good. We get a 10% damage buff and minus 10. Friendly creatures deal at range. So how do we want to play this? I think we're going to take Ranged Mastery and go for mainly a ranged army. Using Berserk to punish them while we sit back and shoot them, I think is going to be very good. But again, it's very early on in the draft. So the analogy that I gave you guys to Magic, we're not all in on that strategy, right? Just kind of a little something to keep in the back of our head here. Okay, resistance, battlecraft. We can go for offense here. And then we can do archery. Ooh, man, friendly creatures ranged also deal more damage. So not only do we have this, but we also have this. Archery, I mean, we're really leaning into range units right now. Okay, so daylight magic, not really in our purview. We can take luck. It's really asking us to take it. I kind of just want to go for the damage. So friendly creatures deal +1 damage, and the bonus is doubled if we learn Nightshade magic. So if we do manage to roll Nightshade magic, that could be very good. Friendly creatures ignore 10% of the defense when dealing normal damage. I think we'll take Unstoppable Force, simply because I don't know if I'm going to be rolling Nightshade magic. Okay, so Battlecraft, Advanced Resistances. Resistances are always pretty good. So do we want to do that? Friendly creatures take minus 20% damage, or when a creature waits in battle. I mean, the Battlecraft, what do we get next? Yeah, we can do the Preemptive Strike. The magic damage trade is pretty nice, so I think we're going to be grabbing that. Enemy spells cost 20% more mana. That's pretty good. I mean, it drains them quicker, so they can't spam spells every turn. Let's go ahead and try that. All right. Oh, we did get Nightshade magic. So this is good because the Berserk spell that he comes with is a Nightshade spell. So we're going to want to take that. +4 power when casting Nightshade spells. Enemies can't see detailed infos about the army. So this is also something that's a little bit weird about the draft format. Hopefully there are some abilities that are more focused on the campaign map. It's not a huge deal, but that would be nice. So we're going to take that. Might as well take the luck. You know, luck of the Irish. We're going for it. I got some Irish ancestry. Let's party. And now enemy luck is reduced by 1. Friendly creatures have a 1% higher chance to land a lucky strike for each point of luck, which we have 2. The bonus is doubled if you know primal magic, which we don't. So let's just go for the punishment on the enemy. We have Expert Nightshade magic, which we can learn tier 5 Nightshade spells. There are some really good ones. There's one that actually turns off all of your opponent's ranged abilities, which is insanely good. So I think we're going to just take the chance. The defense is very good. Man, we're not even really a Harry Potter. We're just casting Berserk every turn, right? So we're going to take the defense. Okay, friendly creatures take... cover is really good. So if you're doing like a range duel, which we're going to be doing, friendly creatures take minus 20% damage from ranged and long reach attacks. Okay, so now we're going to be drafting our character. So firstly, I like to fill some of the tertiary slots first. So we're just going to take this amulet, because if I draft a weapon now, likely another good weapon's going to come up. So if we take this one right away, and this is also part of a kit. You can see these two are synergistic. So if I roll the belt again, it might be pretty good. So we're going to take the amulet. Friendly creatures can still use ranged while they're in melee. That's not bad. 8 defense though, man, that is pretty good. So that's a shield. We're definitely going to take that. +1 morale, +2 defense on the rings. The helmet, I think we're going to go for the ring for now. And next up, we have just some commoner items, and we can take another ring here, attack and defense. Okay. Make all tier 3 spells available to the hero. Again, we're just really leaning into Berserk spam. Heroic Strike kills +1 unit more and works up on creatures up to tier 7. Oh, shit. So we can just karate chop. This guarantees us a kill on their elite units with the Heroic Strike. That's very good. Okay, we're going to take that. Next up, we have the plate armor. We have a couple more items to draft, 6, 7, and 8. We can take the Warrior's Belt. That will finish the set. Initiative to friendly units is pretty good. We have a sword. We're going to take the helmet. And, oh, we got a chess piece, baby. Let's frickin' go. So that was like a very good item draft. All right, so next up, the spells aren't going to matter for us too much. Target enemy deals less damage. I mean, that's all right. Focus Charge, Fatal Decay. That's if they're healing. Its max HP is reduced by 15%. Okay, I can work with that. Haste is very good. Vulnerability is also nice. Target takes 50% more damage from any sources. So if you're like preparing for an alpha strike, that's very good. Plus we're going ranged. So if we could pop vulnerability on somebody and shoot them with like 3 range units, it's great. Umbral Grip is very good. Web is incredibly good too. I think we're going to go for the web. Target cannot use range attack. So it's only going to be targeting target enemy can't. It's not going to be the whole army. That still has some utility though, so we'll take that for now. Sleep is a very good spell too. I love Nightshade magic. I think it's my favorite. of all of them. The Star Child they're okay, but my character's so wimpy at magic, it's probably not even that good. Pure damage from despair, reduces the duration of positive effects. I mean, nothing here is too crunk. Yeah, Shadow Cloak's okay. Star Child, I guess. So now we need to find some range units. Since we have the double archery perks over here, I think that's going to be very good. So we're going to take the archer here. I think this thing is a melee fairy-like creature. And the Banshee is obviously a melee character. So we're going to take the crossbowman. We're going to take the Lightweaver. This thing's pretty good. I mean, I love the graveyard guy, but and these little insects, man. I need some melee, but I'm going to get a big bruiser for melee. I just want to really index into range units because we might roll rolls where we don't get too many. The Polar Aqualotl. Okay, what does this thing do? Confuses the target. While confused, their speed and initiative is reduced by 2. Increases its own speed and initiative. And allows the use of other abilities. That's kind of cool. Let's go for the Kennel Master. He's very good with ranged builds because he marks an enemy, causing them to take maximum damage. So when we're shooting, it's going to be even more synergistic. And he's a good melee fighter too. Pestilent Liches are great, but the Medusa Queen is really good because she deals full damage at range. As much as I'm a big enjoyer of Liches, I don't think this Lich has the ability to resurrect things. And the Medusas, I think, can fight up close. Yeah, let's see. So this is a Medusa Queen. Move to another hex and does not... So we can slither away and shoot if we get caught in melee with her. Okay, I love it. So we're going to take her. The bees guy is pretty good too, but we're going to go with the Medusa, I think. So we need some melee fighters. I think the Vampire Lord is going to give us a lot of sustainability. The Vampire Scholar is also great. This guy's a little tankier, and I think we just need a frontliner. Corpse Explosion is pretty awesome, but I think we just need a tanky fighter. Ashen Dragon, super cool too. Okay, so next up, we need some counterpunchers. We have the Pestilent Doggies. Who's faster? 5 movement speed, 4. Let's go ahead and take the dogs. 110, so these things do 18, 3 to 5 damage, 3 to 5 damage. I think the 110. I'm just going to go for numbers. Hollow Reaper is awesome. This is the one that has the AoE, which I'm not as big of a fan of. It's all right. I think we're going to go for the Hydra. I mean, he also does AoE, but who's tankier? 130, 100. So I just need HP sponges. This guy is 130, and it's a Hydra. I mean, this guy's really cool, but, you know, Hydra. Okay, so then you get to pick one positive effect to capstone everything, and we are going to go for the... let's go well-rounded. Yeah. All right, and you have one last chance in case you got some extra items to switch things out, and then you load into the dreaded battle. All right, so tactics phase. I believe we can shuffle guys around and whatnot. So let's see. You know, one archer here. Let's put... Yeah, we want our archers to be back rank and our combat characters to be front rank. There we go. And we have the initiative. Okay, so first things first, my character's specialty is Berserk. All creatures on target hex and adjacent enemies attack each other. So this is going to be one of my favorite characters for sure. These characters up here are decent, but these are the hard hitters. So we're going to go ahead and pop it here. Now check this shit out. And then they're just going to go crazy and start boinking their allies. Oh, it's so good. It's so good and tasty. Yes, feast. Oh, that's such good value. Oh my god, look at the value on that. They're still going at it. All right, I'm tempted to fly over here, but what we're going to do, since we have the ranged advantage, is we're just going to wait. And then make them come forward. Okay, Mass Blessing on the army, so that'll be maximizing their damage. My opponent does have the initiative. He's waiting here, so definitely going to try and snipe that thing out. Let's see the movement on these guys. Yeah, we can get the Hydra up in position. I'm okay with that. So he's going to waddle over here. And the Medusa, we want to just take these guys down because everything else is going to take a couple turns. This guy's going to anime teleport on me like right away. Oh, the Medusas are so good. Okay, a couple of the doggies are getting blasted there. Yeah, crossbowman there. We got the dogs. Let's see if we can bait that guy into coming after the dog units instead of going for my backlines. And we got the crossbowmen. They're okay. I don't have enough points to use any cool abilities yet. So this is the focus bar on the bottom. It builds up as you take actions on the board, and different units can use abilities based on the focus bar. You can also use your heroic strike ability, which, like I said, we do have that ability that lets us insta-kill an expensive model, so probably going to be how we go about this. Next up is going to be this character, so let's move you up. And then they're going to blitz forward with everything. Okay, so we have our caster back here, so we're just going to finish that guy off. Nice, perfect. I mean, chef's kiss. Really, really good start so far. And then we cast Berserk again, and we prosper. Only killed like a couple units. It was flashy, although it did do good damage here. So, all right. We're going to use the Heroic Strike on this big scary back here. It should kill one unit. Yes. Okay, because of the sword icon, it did. Now, the vampire is going to get double initiative right here, so we could pop in, boink this guy, and then run away, which I think would be smart. So we're going to go get the kill here with the Vampire Lord, plus he's going to heal too. So he heals, drains some HP. I could go in there, but I will be within attack range of a couple of these units. I could just go all in. Doesn't really seem like a good idea. So let's go ahead and get back. Yes. So we're going to pop back here. Oh, should have done my Berserk. Shit. Spaced out. It's all good. Live and learn. Getting used to the initiative system. Okay, that character is pretty good. I really like the Inquisitor characters. They're very slow, but they're raid boss fighters. Very hard to kill. Oh, the high morale hurts. Right into my backfield. Right in the wiener. Okay, I got 14 of those guys right there. And we bonk them back. So now it's my turn again. So we're going to do the Masterful Berserk ability. Rampage, probably you two. I can't get both. I can't get all of those, yeah. All right, we'll go for these guys for now. Oh, Value City. Except the fact that it didn't get to swing back. So he's going to be coming. We're going to have the Hydra wait. We can use the Heroic Strike to pick off another expensive model here. Because we have Excalibur's Blade, which lets us auto-kill. And the Medusa can use Slither Away. We don't have enough. So maybe we just wait with the Medusa and see. Because this is not cost-effective here. If we can build up a little bit of... It's a tier 2 ability, which we don't have because we used the Heroic Strike. So arguably, maybe should have saved that. So we're going to wait. My opponent buffing here. The dreaded AI. Yes, my doggie's getting blasted. The Vampire Lord will be able to start clearing off this character here. Honestly, yeah, probably just circle beat down on this character is good. We'll draw out the initiative. So it's going to turn around and hit the Hound unit. Oh, wow. A lot more damage than I expected. Crossbow can shoot here. I mean, there are a couple range units back here, but we'll get them with the Berserk next turn. We can't really do that much damage, but at least this will knock down something. So we have Rob Zombie. He can summon some dead. We can also mark this guy. It's going to kill 2, which is pretty good. I think we just attack with Rob Zombie. I mean, he can release the Hounds. But his damage is pretty solid also, so we're just going to turn around and throw. It'll take down 2 of them, you know? It ain't bad. So now we should have enough for the Slither Away ability. We have the Inner Light, so we're just going to hit you with our Pimp Cane. Pimp Cane activated and successful. So now we can use Slither Away. So pretty awesome. So we can just move down here, and then we can also shoot. So very cool stuff. So that was the advantage of waiting, right? These guys, are they just all range units? Beelzebub's agenda. Okay, so Beelzebub, the demon bug. It looks like it has ranged attacks. I think how much HP is on each of these? Let's see. 300 apiece. Oh wow, that thing's heavy duty. Okay. I kind of want to bait it in, so I'm going to send the Hydra in to see if it'll come for me, and then I'm going to jump it with the my 2 big heavies. I think we'll be okay. Oh shit. Okay, that thing's like super elite. Okay. You live and you learn. So now let's continue our Heroic Strike. Although first things first, we're going to do Masterful Berserk on these 2. And they're going to just attack random allies. There we go. 18 models down, and that's going to be 6 models down. Oh, that was just a retaliation. Okay, even better. Oh my god. They're still going at it. All right, sword. So this is like the ultimate unit for the Hive faction, which isn't in the demo as a playable faction. You can draft them in the arena. They're units, but not their heroes and stuff. We won't even kill 1. Oh my god. Okay, so let's just free up our range units. The Hydra, I mean, can we go for it? It's going to put us in range here. I'm a little bit nervous about this guy now. That's why I took the HP sponge, though. The Hydra is going to have to just tank it like a champ. Oh, the Vampire Lord resurrected. Uh-oh, where's he going? Oh, I don't like that. Rob Zombie's in trouble. He gets him with the shovel. Those guys hit deceivingly hard. And my Hydra is so slow. I guess we'll start working towards his backfield with the Hydra. Sure, why not? He's going to get back there eventually. He'll probably eat some shots. And now they're feeling bad about their fight earlier, and they're going to be helping each other out. The retaliation from the Medusa should finish him or bring him very low. Yeah, very, very close. Okay, another shot right there. And do we wait? Who's next? We have the one dog. Rob Zombie can slither away and finish this, and then the Medusa can shoot later. We're going to attack you to get rid of your retaliation, in case we decide to attack you later. So that's the retaliation attack gone. Rob Zombie is about ready. Shoot you with a crossbow. I'm saving up this to use the sword on the big man. Now Rob Zombie can mark you to take maximum damage. It lasts for 2 rounds, so he's always going to take maximum damage. So what I mean by that is, when you look at a unit's stats, you can see it does 10 to 18 damage. Now, I'm going to be doing 18 damage no matter what to it. So that's how that works. All right, so let's blast that. Medusa's going to be taking one down as well. We have the barrage, but not too interested in that. We're just going to single target him. That thing is no joke, man. And the Vampire Lord can get in, big pimpin'. We're out of magic. We're not really a wizard, so we're just playing more combat-centric. Okay. I think we got this one to the bag. He's going to be creeping down there, bonking me on the head. Medusa fights back, and then the Hydra. It can can it get there? Oh, the fantasy. It was too good to be true. All right, so let's get in and hit this one, I guess. Oh, go my creature. Enemy turn. Oh, he must have. So he probably drafted the item, which lets him not. He can still shoot his range when he's in melee, which is pretty nice. We're going to do the sword on you, which is... I should have hit it first and then done the sword, although, yeah, it's fine. It got the job done. You live and you learn, man. You live and you learn. All right. Take down that character back there. And then we have our crossbowman back there. And remember, we have all these like archery buffs that we drafted in our draft deck, basically. Rob Zombie, it was pretty useful. He's going to go move over there. I love the Necropolis aesthetic. It's so cool. All right. GG. So that's the format. That's how it works. I presume this is going to be a pretty popular one when the game comes out. It's kind of pick up. It's quick. You know, this video was 22 minutes long, right? And we talked through everything. We drafted very slowly. I can see these games being between 15 and 20 minutes. There may be some sort of a turn timer option. That could also be good. I assume if this was, I don't know if it's going to be implemented as like a search system where you can find opponents. That'd be kind of cool. But if it was, you probably need to put like turn timers in place to prevent like griefing, right? Because, you know, they're even if you've played Magic Arena before, you know, sometimes people will just let the rope run out just to like waste your time in Hearthstone too. So something like that would be nice. But overall, I really like this format. It's very fun. Granted, I would say I'm mostly going to be playing the, let me show you which one I'm going to be doing mostly. So we're going to accept the result. No, we don't accept the result. Quick start, single hero, and the Battle of Champions, hands down my favorite. You creep the map. You use your map decision making, your base building decision making in tandem with your hero, and then it just teleports you and your opponent's hero into an arena to decide the fate of the game. Hands down, in my opinion, the best format. It's very good. However, that arena draft format is amazing as well, and if I don't have as much time or just want to bang out some practice and battles and learn what units do, it's really useful learning what units do in that format, because you get a taste of different factions and their abilities and different heroes. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. GG, ladies and gentlemen. And let me know if you want to see more of this, because while I have the demo, we can do more. It's a great time. All right, folks, adios, do widzenia, and we will see you all on the other side.